Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm the King, and welcome back to the channel. Dead by Daylight have just released Chapter 15, the first ever teaser for it. You guys seen it in the beginning of this video, and not much to go off of, but we're still going to try to formulate something and make some rational sense out of it. Now, I'm sure a lot of you thought about this as well the first time you've seen this. The first thing that probably came to mind was Hellraiser, and that's because Hellraiser and Pinhead are correlated with chains. They attach them to your body and basically pull you apart. It's very iconic for them, and you know, it potentially could be that. That's something that could come on into the game, and I think it's pretty likely that that could happen. What Hellraiser would mean for this game, or Pinhead I should say, would mean to this game is so much, you know? This is something that the community has wanted for a very, very long time. It's another big license killer that they can introduce on into the game, and it's very iconic to put in with some of the more iconic characters like Freddy, Leatherface, and Myers. So it would make a lot of sense having someone like Pinhead coming on into a game. Now, besides that, this still can be an original killer. This can just be a big curveball, because I remember a long time ago on one of Matthew Cote's streams, yes, he does stream if you guys didn't know, I was having a little chat with him, and I was just discussing to him how Polyester and I actually solved the Oni chapter, because we guessed who the Oni was going to be, we guessed his power, and we even got his backstory down. So we kind of hit everything on the head with that, and he was basically saying that we're definitely not going to get the next chapter, and he thinks that he can trick us. So maybe this is something that they're actually tricking us and leading us astray, so everybody jumps the gun thinking it's Hellraiser when it's actually a licensed chapter, and that could potentially be it. Now, let's look at this trailer again. Let's play it in slow motion, and let's try to break it down to see if there's any information that we can actually get. Now, upon playing the trailer at the beginning, you can see that the chain is kind of on asphalt, it looks like, or this can be cave. It could be like cement, dirt. Not sure entirely what to make. There's not much to go off the background. There's just like a foggy light, nothing that's really, really far in the distance that we can make out. It just looks like someone is either being pulled or they're stuck on this chain. So there's two scenarios to this that I'm going to break down and try to explain for you guys. So here's the first one, which is more likely to happen than the second one. It looks as if someone is caught on this chain, and whoever's on the other end is pulling this chain, hence why we see the blood all the way on the other side. So this reminds me iconically of a PSP game that I used to play a long time ago called Ghost Rider, and you guys are all familiar with Ghost Rider, and he has this iconic chain, and he just swings the chain, he grabs someone and he pulls them in, and when he pulls them in, he looks into their eyes and he eats their soul. But I don't think that's going to be happening with the whole eating the soul in Ghost Rider, obviously, but it could mean this is going to be similar to that. And we also seen another game do this in last year, and what last year did with the Stalker, I believe it's called, I'm not sure, I didn't really play last year all too often. They have this chain, they move a little bit slower, they grab someone with the chain with their projectile, pull them in, and stab them with scissors. And before everyone says, you know, Dead by Daylight can't copy last year, I made a video about this a while back talking about a tank that could have been coming onto the game and breaking down walls, as Polyester speculated in one of his videos, and I piggybacked in one of mine. Last year pretty much copied a lot of Dead by Daylight 2 in the whole blood web aspect, so it wouldn't be far-fetched. It's all fair ground. So it could potentially be a killer with a chain that grabs the survivors and pulls them in. This could definitely help with a lot of situations. Imagine if it goes over pallets and over windows or anything like that. Or it could be more like to Hellraiser, where there's multiple chains and you can grab pieces of the survivor and then slow them down and slowly bring them into you. And maybe the Mori is like you rip their body parts off with all of your chains. That would be very, very scary. Now, here is the second situation that I was talking about, which doesn't really make sense. It could be that there is something actually tied up to this. So maybe this is like on a collar of a big monster or something, and this monster is trying to escape. That's why we see it moving slowly first and then like jolting. Think about a dog, like maybe a guard dog, and if you're walking by, they move slowly, they inspect, and they jolt to try to get you, but the chain stops them. Now, that doesn't really explain the blood on the other side of this. So the only thing I was thinking was, I don't know, maybe they were trying to pull this chain and they've been pulling for so long that their hands are just bleeding. It's very far-fetched, and I don't think that is the correct answer, but it could be one. There's a minuscule chance that that could be what it is. So As I said, not much that we can do and digest from this teaser, but in the coming days, we are more than likely to get more information. Polyester has speculated that the PTB is going to come out on Tuesday, and he's been saying this date for a very, very long time, and seeing this teaser coming out today, it's more than likely that we're going to get more information in the upcoming days, and Monday we'll probably get a full-blown trailer, and then on Tuesday, we'll have the PTB, and we'll actually be able to try to purge the survivor and everything like that. So be on the lookout for more videos talking about the teasers that might be coming and more trailers. As soon as we get the information, we'll break this down to you. This came out literally like 10 minutes ago. I don't know when this video is going to go up, but upon recording this about 10 minutes ago. So it could be Hellraiser. It could be an original thing. We don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. We're going to be streaming later today on Twitch. My username is the King DBD. We're going to be talking about all of this and what it means. And if you guys have some really good theories, make sure you bring them over to me. But nonetheless, I'm the King. It's in my crown to you guys like always. And we'll see you in the fog.